So let me take you back to 2001. And if you remember, 2001 was a difficult year for the technology space. I mean, the whole industry was in a deep recession, and our company really was feeling it as well. And we recognized that we could not continue doing business the way we had been doing business for the previous 10 years, that our customers were looking for something else. And our customers were really looking for focus. They wanted to work with vendors that were highly specialized in a few things and could bring that kind of value to them. And until then, we had been very technology agnostic. Like many other consulting firms, we worked with a variety of vendors and a variety of products. And actually, in our first 10-year history, most of our background came in the form of custom application development. Well, in 2001, we were faced with a choice. We needed focus, and our choice was go deep industry vertical or look for a vendor to partner with and go really, really deep with their whole product suite. We picked Microsoft, and really the main reason we picked Microsoft at the time was their partner philosophy. Now this was met with, frankly, a bit of skepticism by a number of our own staff. They viewed back in 2001, they looked at the Microsoft product suite and felt that there was a lot of holes, that there were some areas that Microsoft really wasn't the best of breed yet, and frankly, we had a lot of non-Microsoft consultants working for our firm, and they were wondering what the future looked like for them. But we made the decision, we moved on, and that decision has literally overnight transformed our company. We faced a number of challenges on our road to where we are today with IW. And let me group those challenges into two categories. One will be the pre-SharePoint 2007 challenges, and then two would be the post-SharePoint 2007 challenges. You know, in the earlier releases of both products, both SharePoint 2003 and Content Management Server 2.0, I mean, let's face it, both products were early stage products. They lacked some of the sophisticated enterprise class features that some of our larger clients were looking for. And it made for some interesting deployments, to say the least. And oftentimes, a lot of workarounds, had to be worked into those projects to get across the finish line. Internally, our hardcore developers looked at SharePoint and CMS back then, and they didn't see a robust development platform on top of which they could build enterprise class applications. They saw them more as nice tools that could be installed and set up and configured, but really not that robust platform that they were looking for. So they were not willing really to bet their careers and invest a lot of time learning those products either. So that's before 2007. When Microsoft released SharePoint 2007, I think we were all caught by surprise by just the sheer volume of market demand that would ensue. It was incredible. From almost overnight, we were overwhelmed with clients calling us rather than us calling them, asking for us to work with them on proof of concepts and full-blown engagements. And you couldn't find SharePoint talent anywhere, experienced SharePoint talent anywhere in the world. And there was very little training that existed at the time, so it was very difficult to actually build that talent internally, even if you wanted to. One was the breakthrough on the Microsoft side, which was clearly with MOS 2007. The introduction of that product really revolutionized the space, bringing together team collaboration and content management and adding really robust search and coming out with a robust development platform that our consultants could then really build enterprise class applications on top of. It changed the perception externally. and it changed the perception internally with our consultants in terms of, okay, now I'm really willing to bet my career on this new product called SharePoint 2007. And again, the demand that came in the marketplace after the introduction of that product was just unbelievable. So that's really on the product side. On the Catapult system side, we had two challenges we had to overcome. One was how were we going to get our clients through these proof of concepts? And we were getting so many requests from our large clients to do proof of concepts, and we needed to find a way to get them through that process end to end very quickly. And so we came up with this concept of creating a hosted POC environment that we would host. We set up the hardware, the software. Microsoft worked with us very creatively on the licensing, and then we could stand up. We could offer our clients kind of a cafeteria-style menu of what would you like to prove out in this proof of concept. You pick and choose. We're going to customize it for your look and feel, load your data, your custom workflows, some custom functionality, and we could get them to the end of the proof of concept within a matter of a few weeks and get them to a buying decision much, much faster than ever before. Two was, of course, the supply and demand in terms of SharePoint talent. We needed to find a way to build more talent more rapidly within our company. And the way we solved that problem was to recognize that SharePoint had become this very large, comprehensive, sophisticated tool set, and that it wasn't just one person that could know end-to-end all aspects of SharePoint. So we segmented the different skill sets that were required on a successful SharePoint implementation. So we came up with SharePoint business analyst, SharePoint developer, SharePoint architect, a SharePoint site designer. And that allowed us to hire very specific kinds of skill sets to fill those needs, and then train them with very specific kinds of training internally, and therefore produce a lot more qualified SharePoint consultants that we could then turn loose in the marketplace to meet this incredible demand. Well, these are really exciting times to be offering solutions to the information worker space. We're very excited about the new products that Microsoft is bringing to the marketplace. SharePoint and Office 2010 with the bringing Performance Point and Project Server into SharePoint. We're excited about the new direction for OCS and Exchange. There are now so many products that work together that information workers can leverage every day to be more productive, more than in any other time in history. We're also really excited about where the industry is. If you really think about it, the lines between using technology at home and technology at work are blurring. And so the rate of adoption of new technologies like Web 2.0 technologies in the enterprise, that rate of acceptance is growing exponentially. And employees today, frankly, expect to see some of the same functionality at work that they use at home every day. So you're seeing companies adopt these types of new technologies at a faster pace than at any time before. And if you really think about it, these new products for information worker are all about empowering your end users, whether those are your employees, your customers, or your partners, and giving them the tools to connect and collaborate in real time. I mean, companies have been looking for ways to tap into the collective intelligence, the collective wisdom and knowledge of their employees for a long time. And finally today, we're here. And it's so much more than just team collaboration and content management. It's search, it's messaging, it's unified communication, it's voice over IP, it's video conferencing, it's presence. All these combined are just incredible tools that information workers can leverage today.